The majority of people that watch us aren't subscribed. So if you like the content we're putting out, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, all of it. CM Punk, Paul Heyman, the favor was revealed. What did you think of this? I found out about it on a recap show, and I was like, very interesting.
I thought the segment was good overall. I like the fact that Punk, Heyman, they're money together, you know, and one of the things that Punk talked about here was he talked about their past, and he talked about how Paul was always there for him even when nobody wasn't. And, you know, this is going back to the developmental days and the ECW brand days. And that, you know, when people said, you know, fire that guy, Paul said, nope, that guy's going to be a WrestleMania main event someday. And I love Roman here with the arrogance of Roman, where Roman is just like, you know what? Paul loves me. He's my wise man. I made him relevant. He said, so Paul, tell this guy no and let him down gently. And of course, Paul does it, you know, and Paul's teary eye because Heyman is just $1 million with this, you know. And these speaking segments last week and this past week between Punk, Rollins, Heyman, and Roman have really made this match feel extra special. Yeah, I thought this was good, and I thought it was a great way to cap off SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown was a solid show overall last night.
Yeah, this is huge. It makes WrestleMania feel that much bigger. You know, we're just about 2 weeks away from it. It's picking up steam. We're starting to get, you know, more storyline to the matches. Also of note, I forgot to include the picture, but Kevin Owens out of WrestleMania with a neck injury. And that's kind of disappointing because that was really building up that Randy Orton match. Who do you think we'll see Randy Orton in the ring with at WrestleMania now? Does he even get a match?
Okay, I'm going to give you two things here because there's another thing I wanted to bring up from SmackDown last night while we were talking too, but let me answer that first. Yeah, I think much like former co-host with us, AJ Strangebrew, who said, I think Nick Aldis is going to end up coming out of retirement and wrestling Randy Orton because that's the second time Orton RKO'd Aldis. And we know Aldis can wrestle. And I just have a feeling that, I don't know, I just feel like that's what they're going to do. I could be wrong, but I think Nick Aldis is going to end up being a part of the storyline here, and he's going to wrestle Orton. One other thing I wanted to bring up too from SmackDown last night, Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman, they tore the house down in the last man standing match. They continue to beat the hell out of each other. Fatu wins, and now he's going on to wrestle LA Knight for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. I really hope they put the title on Jacob Fatu. That guy is money.
Yeah, that sounds like a big match. I'm going to have to go back and watch that match from last night. We said it earlier, the majority of people that watch aren't subscribed. So please, if you enjoy what we do, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to us. And you can see when we go live next time in the future, we always try and bring the heat with wrestling. You know, if you didn't know, while we're not doing a podcast, we have a commentary gig.
Hey fans, it's the man they call Dave with producer Joe. And you probably know us as the commentary team for New Heights Pro Wrestling. But when we're not doing that, we got a podcast.
That is the Working Fans Podcast, where we talk pro wrestling, comedy, MMA, and so much more.
And tell them about that signature segment.
Oh, you talk about the 531?
You know I am.
That is a homegrown creation that has been our namesake. And if you want to know our namesake, we got Chevy, AJ Strangebrew, as well as the two of us.
And why don't you go to our channel, like, subscribe, show us some love.
Rate, review, all of it.